predicament we are passing through. We're on a peaceful mission. Everybody here seated with me would have served for 35 years meritoriously. And it has become imperative for us to tell the world the problem we are having, what we are passing through. We are now living in abject poverty. We can no longer respond to our primary responsibility as parents. Most of us are dying every day. What is the main reason? The police in 2004 established a pension act. This act now includes what is called contributory pension scheme. The serving members were expected to contribute 7%. The federal government will contribute 8% after that. Meaning that you are working for your retirement. It's the money you have worked that will use to pay you. At the end of this your service, they will calculate what is called lump sum and give you maybe 25%. If you are somebody who has 10 million, they will give you 2 million, 2.5. At monthly level, they spread it. You see some of us here, some around 25,000, 30,000, 40,000. Monthly, even some commissioners for it that pass through this stress, some are 80,000, 100,000. We have been in this matter. What we want is the federal government to resist us from this evil called contributory pension scheme. It is a killer disease. We have been in this struggle since 2019. The 9th Assembly passed our bill relieving us. Eventually, the 10th Assembly came in, they could not harmonize it, and that's where we are today. They have done public hearings severally. But the most annoying aspect of it is that this public hearing has been adjourned indefinitely. So, we are asking our president, I know that he has a listen here, to hear our cry and prevail on relevant government agencies who are against our exits to do the needful and allow us to join the DPS.
In addition to what my chairman has said, we want to use this opportunity to call on the Inspector General of Police, IG Adiola Egbedodo, to, as a matter of urgency, write his name in good, because he will not be the last IG. There will be successive IG before him, and it's not going to be the last. It's a golden opportunity for him to quickly, as a matter of urgency, remove or exit the police from the contributory pension scheme. Because while we are saying so, the system is obnoxious, the system is infectious, the system is degrading. The IG, the DIG, and the AIG have exited from this contributory pension scheme. The system is working. Why did they exist? So that's what we want the press to act to help to disseminate to him, let him hear it loud and clear. The system is fair. Why did they exit with the DIG and the AIG, leaving the Commissioner of Police and the other ranks to suffer this humiliation and degradation? So I want this message to go directly to him. And secondly, NPF pension that is being managed by the police should be scrapped. NPF pension that is being managed by the police should be scrapped, because that pension system the police is managing is a fraud. It's a fraud in the sense that the payment, we have what they call disparity of payment. It is not uniform. Somebody who is in Sokoto will receive higher money in pension than somebody who is in Edo. So they pay whatever they want to pay. And that company has been running for years. We don't know how much is their turnover. They are making a lot of interest. The IG is not in that system. We don't know why he is managing the NPF pension. We don't know the system, we are managing it. We see this as an injustice, that NPF should be scrapped with immediate effect. And the IG should not be a spanner in the wheel of our progress to exit contributory pension scheme. The last public hearing in the National Assembly, he sent a representative to represent him on the floor of the Senate. Unfortunately, his papers was not signed. The paper he presented was not signed, and it was rejected. That simply shows that he is not with us. And we have been dilly-dallying, making a lot of promises. And I want to say here categorically that when his tenure expired and it was to be extended, this extension did not even take 48 hours. His tenure, the National Assembly, they decided to extend his tenure. So why 11 years after we are being in this struggle? Why is it finding it difficult for the police to be exited from the contributory pension scheme, as he have exited himself, the DIG and the AIG? So this is our cry, and we want the opinion leaders in this country, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, all the governors, they should look into all this, because as long as the police, retired policemen have a back on strike, I'm telling you that it's going to have a very far-reaching security implication on the country. Thank you very much.
Set up a company is for profit purpose. It's not a profit-making organization. It's for profit. And you are using the workers' salary to form those companies. And those people are not getting dividend. At the end of the year, you don't print statement, annual statement, see how we use your money to trade. And so you are entitled to also dividend at the end of this year. Nothing like that. They are being run just like that. We have community police bank, community police bank. We have mortgage bank. All those things that the PFA, police pension. These are companies under police. What are our benefits? Are we shareholder or we are just ordinary people?
Gode Yabo, SP retired.
All right, nice meeting you in person, sir. All right, quickly, the police, retired police officers are crying out right now, calling on the federal government to look into their case, their plight, which is that they are not being paid well as pensioners. Quickly, what is your take on this, sir?
Yes, while we are clamoring for the exit of the police from contributory pension scheme, is under the defined pension scheme, the old scheme. As a superintendent of police, I retired in 2023. My basic was 187,000 naira. That 187,000 under the defined pension scheme, when you times it by 12 annual, to be 2.2 million. Under the defined pension scheme, that 2.2 million supposed to be times by 7, which will now give you 15.4 million naira. That's supposed to be my gratuity. Then, while subsequently, monthly, they will now be paying me the monthly basic salary. But under this contributory pension, it is what they collect from us, and the little the government contributed is what they divide into 4 and gave us 25%. I, for one, I was told and shown that my total contribution was 11.5 million. Of the 11.5 million, they only calculated 25% and gave to me. Then we were told the rest were now shared monthly for the next 15 years. Then the question is this: since 2004, my money has been deducted monthly. The government is paying. If you open a savings account, will it not be yielding interest? Till today, no interest, nothing. Then the balance they said is in my account. Nobody will know. At the end of the month, they pay you little stipends. You will not know your balance. You don't know that nothing will be added. So we are all crying that they should return us to the bad one. They call it bad. They call it bad. That is the defined pension. But today, those on defined pension, those who retired before 2007, are all in the system. As I speak to you now, an inspector who retired then because of 3 times increment of pension, an inspector is now receiving 130-something thousand a month under the defined pension scheme. But the present contributing pension scheme, what you have been taking 5 years ago is still what you are taking today.
In 2025.
Where after 35 years of service, you'll be paid what you call gratuity. You pay gratuity, then on a monthly basis you take a handsome monthly payment of a pension. But after the initiation of this Police Pension Act under CPS, the whole thing became traumatic. Traumatic in the sense that we started contributing 7.5%, while the federal government contributes 7.5%. And at the end of the service, 35 years, 25% of that money will be given to you, while the 75% will be held by the government, what they call RSA, Retirement Savings Account with PENCOM, who are now the managers of that remaining balance 75%. And as a result of that, the police on their own set up what they call MPF pension fund, where this money is being managed. And with the rank I retire with, in a month, I'll be giving 50,000. Even after 35 years of service, some of us were given 2 million naira, which is very, 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 very painful and very, very regrettable. And that is why we are crying out, that we have been in this struggle for the past 11 years for this issue to be resolved, because the military, all the security agencies,
yes,
they were all incorporated into this CPS. But after some time, they discovered that it was a scam. The Nigerian Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the DSL, the NIA, the DMI, they all pulled out of the system. And unfortunately, the police leadership decided to remain the system because of their peculiar interests. The MPF pension, where they are feeding fat from our resources. And as I speak earlier, the Inspector General of Police, the Deputy Inspector General of Police, and the AIG, they removed themselves from the CPS.
You mean the current IGP right now?
The matter did not start from his tenure, even successive IGs. That's what they did.
Okay.
Up to this moment. So they all removed themselves because they discovered the system was not working. Okay. Leaving the Commissioner of Police to release constable to suffer this humiliation, economic humiliation. And that is the main purpose why we are crying out. What our demand is very simple. What we want them to remove us from the contributing pension scheme that is evil. We want them to establish police pension boards that can manage our pension and gratuity successfully. So and they should scrap this MPF pension administration. This MPF pension administration we discovered is all about criminality. The MPF pension is a criminal venture. It's a criminal venture where our money is being stolen because they don't pay uniform pension and gratuity. So that's why we are crying out to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, to ensure that the police are removed from the contributing pension scheme. Because if this agitation continues, as I said earlier, we are not fighting this struggle. We are not in this struggle principally because of us who are retired. We are in this struggle for those who are still working. We are in this struggle for people who want to take the police job as their career in the future. Because if this injustice is not dealt with, these people will come here and suffer the same fate we have been suffering. Because peace, according to Martin Luther, is not merely the absence of tension, but the presence of justice. So we need justice to be done to all and sundry across board. Because the AIG, the DIG cannot exempt themselves and allow the Commissioner of Police
and the constables.
So that is the issue.
All right, sir. Quickly, as a Nigerian, first and foremost, and as security personnel retired, and as a father, do you think this is one of the reasons insecurity cannot be tackled in Nigeria?
Yes, it's part of it. Because the police is underfunded in the first place. Seriously underfunded. Wow. Before I retired, I was a DPO, one of the divisions in Edo State here. Virtually, when I got to the division, there was nothing. I only make relics. There was nothing to work with. I had to go cap in hand begging people to assist me to run the station. On a monthly basis, no stipend is given to me to run the police station. There are no vehicles, no stationaries. So this is why you see corruption will remain in the police. It is unfortunate that victims of crime come to the police station and we ask them to go and bring money for statement, bring money to buy fire. It's a decay situation. It's not supposed to be so.
Yes.
Because the police is underfunded, probably the government give them the money, they don't do checks. They don't go back and ask them how is this money being used. I think this is a major problem. And this issue with this struggle we are into, whether we like it or not, we have a very far-reaching implication on national security. So the earlier the better this matter is resolved, so that we can be at the same par with the Nigeria, the military, and the other security
agencies in the country, and Nigeria will get better in terms of security matters by then. All right, thank you very much, sir. At this point in time, we must say a very big thank you for bearing out your mind out on this. We hope the federal government looks into this and then tackle it immediately for all of you.
Thank you for having me.
God bless you. Sir, you are part of those agitating, retired police officers that are agitating right now for the right thing to be done in terms of your pensions. Personally, still tell Nigerians how you feel about this.
Yes, we are agitating to be exited for the contributed pension scheme because the scheme is not favorable to us. We are being paid peanut as pension, so it's not favorable to us. That is why we are agitating to be exited. Like myself, you can imagine my pension is not up to, it's not more than 30,000 naira.
What?
It's not more than 30,000, so it's very, very unfortunate.
Wow.
So why federal government asks every parastatals and all the forces to belong to contributed pension, but some decide to exempt themselves from the pension. And of recent, the National Assembly exempted their staff from contributed pension. And now our bill is before them. The National Assembly passed the bill. President did not assent to it. They returned the bill that it was not harmonized. This present assembly is in committee stage. Public hearing has been done. Till now, nothing has been done about it.
Wow.
The bill is stored in the National Assembly there. But it did not take them how many months to pass the bill exiting the staff of National Assembly from the district. Apart from this, there are other anomalies. Like, I was promoted in 2017. Up till now, till the time I retired, I was not paid the area. Some states were paid. We in Edo were not paid. Till now, we have written to our General Office, the IGP, the Police Service Commission. We've not heard anything. The promotion area is there. They refuse to pay us.
What do you think, or how do you think this can be checkmated, sir?
To checkmate this, the solution to this is to exempt us totally.
Okay, from the scheme.
From the scheme. To exempt us, create police pension board.
Right.
Then put us in defined benefits. That will solve the whole problem.
Okay. By that time, you think transparency will come into the system?
Transparency will come in. Transparency will come in. And we will pay our due. The situation where people are managing our fund now, we don't know how they are managing it. If I'm ASP now, I retire, maybe they pay me 2 million naira. Maybe a DSP will retire, they will give him 1.5 million. There's no standard. There's no standard of payment. If I ask my colleague, how much were you paid? You will see his own is higher than my own. Maybe you are the same rank. Somebody who is on lower rank will earn more than somebody who is on higher rank. So there's no standard. So this thing is the flaw with our anomaly. So we want to be exempted totally.
Okay.
That's our plea.
Lastly, sir, one message to the federal government on this.
The federal government is doing the needful. We are the backbone of security as far as Nigeria is concerned. In all nations, Nigerian police is #1 security. So I see no reason why Nigeria will disregard their police. Go to same society, they regard their police more than any other forces. What is happening, we don't know. And we, police are the people protecting them. The people in political position, they use police as escort. The National Assembly police are there protecting them. And they are busy amassing money for themselves. But those who are protecting them, they are living in penury.
They are neglecting them.
Neglecting them.
All right, at this point in time, we must say this is not good coming out from the contributory scheme in Nigeria for the police security personnel, especially the retired ones. So we hope the federal government will do something about it quickly as soon as possible, ASAP. All right, thank you very much for speaking.
Nigeria Police as superintendent. I am the chairman of Edo State chapter of Contributory Pension Scheme.
All right, nice meeting you in person.
Thank you.
Today, most of you are crying out and clamoring for the right thing to be done concerning your pensions in Edo State. Quickly, sir, and as the chairman of the chapter, how do you think we can go about all of this?
The thing is very simple. We already have a bill in the National Assembly
Right.
seeking to exist the police from this contributory pension scheme, establish police pension board. Then when that one is done, we have already migrated from there, and then you return us to what is called DBS. DBS means Defined Benefit Scheme.
All right, so that's one of the steps taken so far?
Yes, but this is our agitation. What we want the government to, we've pursued this case. As I speak to you, the bill is subsidizing in the National Assembly.
Okay, so that's what you want them, the step
Yes,
you
we
want
want,
them to
we
take.
want the National Assembly to grant this our request.
Okay.
Pass our bill expeditiously without wasting time.
Okay, so
Yes.
now let's quickly take a look at what all of you said before now, that the IGP and other higher ranks exited themselves from the scheme.
Yes.
So who do you think is responsible for not exiting the commissioners and the other ranks?
Commissioner to the last rank of constable.
Yes. Who is responsible for
It
it?
is a laxity on the part of whoever is IG at the material time. It is the IG that oversees. So it is the case you present that the president will answer or the National Assembly will answer.
Yes.
So that is what we are calling the IG to do. As I speak to you, as I said before, there is already a bill pending before the National Assembly. The content of it is one, to exist the Nigerian police, both serving and retired, from contributory pension scheme
Right.
and take us to DBS. DBS is Defined Benefit Scheme, and then establish police pension board. This police pension board is what you can see in the military. The military comprises the Air Force, the Navy, the Nigerian Army, and even the DSS has existed, and the NIA. Yeah, this is what we want.
What you want. Okay, let me still take you back to the man responsible for exiting the MPF from the contributory.
Okay, why? You see, the IG, when they call for a public hearing in the National Assembly over this bill seeking to exist us,
Yes.
the IG is supposed to have worked tirelessly and fought this case, being the ombudsman,
Yes.
being the man in charge of the police. All glory, honor, everything will go to him. Therefore, it is his responsibility if we fail to exist. Or if he has interest to do that, it's up to him to do.
All right, as the chairman, Edo State chapter of these pensioners, security personnel pensioners, what is your message police pensioners, okay. What is your message to the federal government on this?
Yeah, federal government, my message to the President of the Federal Republic and Commander-in-Chief
Yes.
is to listen to our cry. Remove police from this contribute pension scheme. If the National Assembly cannot do it, he can use the executive order. The president and remove us so that it will have a multiplier effect. The ones serving now will not be corrupt. Because if an officer is aware that why you're off at the end of the Friday you'll be getting peanut, then the tendency that the person may be tempted to be corrupt. So it is beneficial for everybody. Again, what of the issue of insecurity? So
Exactly.
what of the issue of
Responding to that,
insecurity?
yes.
Insecurity is the paramount thing here. So the police will do the maximum, they work with all their minds, give all what they have, and make sure that the country is secure. Don't forget that police is the primary security agency in this country. Before the multiplicity of every other one, police is the number one. So the police should be motivated, both serving and retired. That's my point, madam.
All right. At this point in time, we must say a very big thank you for speaking to us on this. I will hope the federal government come to your rescue as soon as possible. Even if the IGP is doing slow motion, we just hope that federal government will tap into it and solve the problem for all of you immediately.
military and the DIA and the DMI, DSS, they discovered the system was not working and they decided to pull out from the system. And our people, the IGP, the police leadership, decided to remain for reasons best known to them. And I think that is where the problem is. It is the systemic failure of the Nigerian police force that refused to follow other security agencies who existed in the pension scheme. That is why I am saying that it is systemic failure. As I said, by and large, today as we are speaking, the IG, the AIG, they are no longer in that system because the system they discovered is not favorable. So we are asking them, they should tell us the reason why the Commissioner of Police to the least rank have been left to suffer this humiliation. Thank you.
Army personnel, they will not ask you, are you last corporal? Are you this one? They will come and give this one different pension system. Come and give this one different. It will state that once you are in the military, you are in the military. When you are promoted a corporal, you go to the last bar. If you are promoted captain, you go to the last bar. If you are major general, you go to the live bar. So just as my colleague has said, we look at it as a failure. Failure. So it's for them to know why they have decided to do the right thing.
Community Bank and Federal Police Mortgage Bank. They are using our money to run those businesses, and we are not being paid. Is that how it's done? If you go to a company where they have cooperative, members of the companies are shareholders. But our own is a different case. You are running our company, we are being paid peanut. I'm ASP now. If I retire, they can pay me 2 million. Maybe DSP will retire, they will pay 1.5 million. No scandals. A lot of flaws. If I want to cite an instance now, I was formerly with Premium Pension. Premium Pension, I said, okay, they want to transfer my account, ROSA account to police pension. I went to the Premium Pension. I said, print my statement and give to me. They printed my statement. I saw it. I went to police. How much was transferred to you? The difference was about almost 300,000. Why is this different now? I wrote to them. They now answered me and said, yes, it was a mistake. Mistake. And see, that is the flaw we have in this company. We want to give people money. So we are appealing to the whole world that they should exit us from that contributing pension. And let us go to defined benefits. That is our view.
Police pension in 2016 is now proving to us it's a fraud. Because they are trading with it. They are using their money to trade. If for me, my 12 million has been with them, just for one person, then times it by the whole Nigerian police. You now see how much is there.